First of all, you're probably wondering, who am I? Well, I am a person who has a social outlook that stresses the moral worth of my individual self. I promote the exercise of my goals and desires, and I value independence and self-reliance. I oppose external interference upon my own interests by society or institutions such as government. I emphasize the individual and his or her will over external determinants such as groups, society, traditions, and ideological systems. I am one who thinks deeply about the world around me, and I have a few things that I wish to say. But as we all know, it is dangerous to exercise your free speech openly in this totalitarian government that we have. So, let me speak freely now. We are all free in our own minds. No one can tell us what to do. We are our own leader. We are our own master, and only we know what is right for ourselves. Do not let society's social norms be the guide to your life choices. If you let that happen, that is what will enslave your mind and destroy your individuality. It's your life, your choice. I see the fake smiles on people's faces. I know they are different from the sheep. I know they are seeing through the false reality in which people drown themselves in. But many are forced to play into this, to blend in order to survive, hoping one day they will reach some kind of climax that will free them of their chains. Victims of wage slavery, forced to work hours upon hours for shitty pay that can hardly enable them to support themselves. Why is it that there is hunger and poverty? We have enough resources to feed everyone. It basically comes down to this. If you don't have enough of that green paper we call money, you starve and you die. How is that fair? It's not fair at all. Resources for human survival should be distributed equally, but they are distributed based on socio-economic status, the ability to afford. That is why there is hunger and poverty, simply because of greed. This society, it runs on something called social hierarchy, which is a way of measuring people's worth in society by how much material items and worthless green paper money they have. Well, I'm sick and tired of these people, these filthy rich gods people worship. Why are they better than us? We're all humans. The system is built upon lies. This society, these people that run it, everything, all of it. There is a fake happiness in society, and a fake ideology of achieving it. If you are not happy with where you are, you can change it. And many people need to change their idea of what it truly means to be happy. Most of society believes money, success, and more material possessions equal happiness. That simply is not true. To be happy, one must live within the moment, not dwell about the past that cannot be changed, but prepare for the future without dwelling about it. I have only one life to experience the grand design of the universe. I am alive. That is happiness. Some people may call me negative or a pessimist, so to speak, but I'm actually an optimist, and being an optimist does not imply being blind to the immense amount of negative that exists in our world. Being an optimist implies that you see the negatives in the world and seek to change them, but at the same time do not let the negatives consume your life as you dwell on them. People say constantly, we are granted more and more freedoms because we live in America, the country where we can almost do anything we want. This is quite funny. I hear this from people all the time, people that claim you can do whatever you want here. Meanwhile, people who are exercising their rights, which are supposed to be protected in the Constitution, are getting beat up by police, raped by our justice system, and screwed into poverty by a capitalist monetary system run by corrupt politicians, corporations, and so on. The truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this world. cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression, and where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance, coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission. But if you see nothing wrong, if the crimes of this totalitarian government are known to you, just get a job, go to work, get married, have children, follow fashion, act normal, walk on the pavement, watch TV, obey the law, save for your old age, and repeat after me. Now repeat after me. I am free.